Are you surprised Matt hasn't returned to WWE by now? Because how long has he been away from the company?
Matt left. Let me think. I think Matt left or got released, I guess, in 2020. I want to say.
So it's been like 5 years, give or take.
Wow, that's yeah. I
I mean, I know
guess.
it's the beginning of 2025, but yeah, like
um,
at least 2.5 years.
yeah. Well, I've been friends with Broski for quite a long time. Ever since I moved to Orlando, which is kind of funny because I don't think until like the last year or so, like when I first met Matt, he was working for WWE. I was working for Ring of Honor, New Japan, and I don't think we'd ever met in wrestling at all, but we kind of met like through friends in Orlando. Now we became really good friends. And yeah, in terms of him going back to WWE, you would have thought it would have happened by now. You would have thought, especially since like the fact that AEW's been around and between the two of them, between WWE and AEW, they've kind of picked up all the guys that kind of have any kind of notoriety or buzz from the indies, other than myself, obviously. But then Matt's just kind of been sort of left there. And then recently he's been working with AEW / Ring of Honor. But it does kind of surprise me how they haven't reached out to him. And I do think in this day and age, it seems like Triple H is pretty open to do stuff. So like they've never done something like this, but would it be the end of the world if they didn't want to sign Matt Cardona? Would it be the end of the world just to have him in the Rumble? And then that's kind of that, or just, no contract, just to see how it does. And like Matt said, pretty sure it's going to go viral. Pretty sure people are going to enjoy it. I think it'd be great to see him. I'd really love to see him get the opportunity, because I do think in wrestling, I always say in wrestling, like nothing is owed to you. Wrestling owes you nothing. At the same time, it is nice to see people that work hard get rewarded. His wife, Chelsea, she's been really, really maximizing her minutes in WWE, doing really well. It. I'm speaking also as someone that rarely watches it, but I keep an eye on the social media all the time. And everything with Chelsea is it seems like a home run. She's just hitting it out the park. And I think she's like an unsung hero of the women's division, I think, because I think when you think about the women, you say like the Beckys, Biancas, Rhea's, Livs, etc. And then there's Chelsea there. I guess now she's getting some of her flowers as the US. Is it the US champ? Yeah, the US champion.
US champ, yeah.
So I'd really like to see Broski get a chance. The question is, where does he fit in this day and age? What if with Chelsea, once she's done this run with the US title or whatever it is, when they're getting to a place where they're not too sure what to do with her, could you maybe see like a power couple sort of storyline with her and Broski? I think that would be pretty cool.
Yeah. Lucci, thank you everyone who's joining. If you've got any
hello everyone
for Marty, please put them in the comments and we'll definitely answer some. But Lucci's TV, if he returns to WWE, it has to be as Matt Cardona knocks Zack Ryder. That's similar to what they've done with Ty Dillinger, because he's come back as Shawn Spears in NXT.
So he was Shawn Spears in AEW, but now he's Shawn Spears again in WWE?
Yeah, originally he was Ty Dillinger, Perfect 10, but when he returned as Shawn Spears.
Yeah, I guess it's different for different circumstances. I'm sorry, by the way. I was trying to take a selfie to tell the internet, so Instagram, that we're live. I look awful in that picture.
Everyone watching, by the way, please spread the word. Tell everyone we're live. We want to hit record numbers tonight, so
it would be nice. I'm not very good with technology. Just full transparency. Before we started this, I was like, oh no, James, I don't know how to download Google Chrome. And just, yeah, it's been a bit of a disaster. Now I'm trying to promote telling everyone that we're live. Sorry, what was I saying? We were saying Matt. Well, I think people forget that Zack Ryder was a pretty big deal as well. Quite a few points for a bit. There was one point when The Rock was doing a promo at Madison Square Garden, and the crowd's just chanting, "We want Zack," and I don't think Matt was even there. But I think in this day and age, just that old kind of mentality of sort of, no one will know anything about wrestling outside WWE. I think back in the day that was probably actually relatively true to an extent. But in this day and age with the internet and everything else, I think of my friends that know nothing about wrestling really, or maybe that used to watch when they were a kid, but they've still heard of AEW or TNA. They've still heard of a Kenny Omega, or you know what I'm saying? So like, and obviously with Penta's debut, which I'm sure I know you want to discuss this week, very evident that people knew who he was. And I think they may have the people that knew who he was, they may have never even seen him like an actual match or anything, but they've probably seen clips on social media, these moves and stuff, they go viral. So people, they see this stuff. So I think most people probably know that Matt Cardona is Zack Ryder. So I think he'd come back as Zack Ryder. I'd like to see him with Chelsea personally, but that's just my opinion. What do the viewers think? Ryan Dempsey, what do you think? Joe Holster, what do you think? What about this? If Broski, I keep calling him Broski, Matt Cardona is always sort of in and out, it seems, of TNA. And then there's been big news today, which makes me think that maybe he'll do some more with TNA.